In the bustling heart of Shanghai, where neon lights flicker like distant stars against the night sky, a young woman named Shen first stepped into the spotlight not as an actress, but as a voice that would soon echo across oceans, weaving itself into the playlists of millions. Picture this. It's 2017, and you're scrolling through a drama recommendation on your phone late at night, the kind that pulls you in with its promise of sweet, aching romance. That's when you hear it, a melody soft as summer rain, carrying lyrics that tug at the strings of your heart. A Love So Beautiful isn't just a title, it's the soundtrack to a generation's quiet dreams, and Shen Yu's tender rendition of its opening theme became the invisible thread connecting strangers from Beijing to Buenos Aires. Have you ever wondered how a single song can make you feel less alone in a crowded world? That's the magic Shen Yu stumbled into, and it's rippled outward, reshaping music choices far beyond China's borders. Shen Yu, born on a crisp February day in 1997, wasn't always destined for the stage. Growing up in Guyuan, a modest city in Ningxia, she chased modeling gigs and small acting roles, her wide-eyed innocence masking a fierce determination. But music? That was the surprise gift, the accidental alchemy that turned her from a fresh-faced lead in youth dramas to a global tastemaker. Her debut vocal moment came with a little thing called First Love, where she lent her breath to you, a track that blends pop's bubbly effervescence with the raw vulnerability of first crushes. Imagine belting it out in your car, windows down, as the chorus hits, "If loving you is a mistake, then let me make it every time." Fans didn't just stream it, they claimed it. On Spotify playlists curated by heartbroken teens in Seoul and nostalgic millennials in New York, Shen Yu's voice became the emotional shorthand for youth's fleeting highs. By 2018, her cover of An Ai Yao Da AI from the rebooted Meteor Garden exploded, amassing millions of views on YouTube alone. It's the kind of song that sticks. Simple piano chords building to a swell of strings, her timbre light yet laced with longing. What if that melody was the first bridge you crossed into C-drama obsession? For countless viewers, it was. But let's pause here and ask you, reader. What's your go-to heartbreak anthem? Is it something polished by Western pop stars? Or have you ever let a foreign language track sneak into your rotation? Its words a mystery, but its feeling universal? Shen Yu's rise challenges that divide. Her music isn't aggressive chart toppers. It's intimate, drama-fueled interludes that prioritize story over spectacle. Take I Like You So Much, You'll Know It, the OST for a little thing called First Love that she performed with such disarming sweetness in 2017. Uploaded clips of her studio sessions went viral on platforms like Facebook, where fans from the Philippines to France dissected every note. By 2025, that song alone has racked up over 100 million streams across global services, a testament to how her choices, opting for heartfelt ballads over flashy beats, resonate in an era lip-syncing in Portuguese subtitles while dancing through empty living rooms. Have you scrolled past one of those videos, the algorithm knowing your soft spot for romance? It's no accident. Data from music analytics firms shows a 300% spike in East Asian OST searches in Latin America during the pandemic, with Shen Yu's tracks leading the charge. 31 Her voice became a bomb, a reminder that love stories transcend subtitles. Fans in Mexico City formed online choirs, harmonizing pure love from her playlist favorites, turning private heartaches into communal anthems. It's interactive in the truest sense. Her music invites you to sing along, to remix, to make it yours. Now, envision yourself at a midnight screening in London, 2022, where a pop-up event for Mr. Bad draws a diverse crowd chanting lyrics they half remember from WeChat groups. Shen Yu's duet, Be My Warrior, with Chun Ji-yuan wasn't just a chart climber in China, it infiltrated K-pop echo chambers in South Korea, where netizens compared her ethereal tone to IU's whispery confessions. Seven borders blurred as covers proliferated, Indonesian rappers layering hip-hop beats over her melody, Thai influencers staging flash mobs to its rhythm. This isn't mere virality, it's cultural osmosis. Shen Yu's choices, rooted in the narrative intimacy of Chinese youth dramas, have democratized access to Asian pop balladry. No longer confined to niche forums, her songs populate mainstream algorithms, nudging listeners toward artists like Joel and Psy or Jay Cho. In a 2024 survey by a global music think tank, 42% of respondents under 25 in Europe cited Shen Yu's OSTs as their entry point to Mandarin music, crediting her for making foreign feelings feel like home. 28. But the impact runs deeper than streams and shares. Consider the ripple in fan communities, those vibrant digital villages where Shen Yu's music fosters connections. On X, formerly Twitter, threads from 2025 buzz with users swapping Shen Yu survival kits, playlists blending her tracks with local flavors, like pairing Confession Balloon with Dylan Wong's duet vibes to a Brazilian samba twist. 1 post from a user in Sydney recounts how her rendition of Touch You helped them navigate cultural isolation as a Chinese-Australian student. Her voice was the homesick hug I needed, and now my roommates blast it too. It's a chain reaction. Her deliberate picks of vulnerable, story-driven songs encourage listeners to open up, sparking conversations that bridge divides. In the US, college radio stations in California have dedicated hours to Shen Yu Nights, where DJs curate sets around her influences, from Woodjing's soft rock echoes in Touch You to the playful pop of 5 microscopic duets. 5 what starts as a solo listen evolves into group sing-alongs at multicultural events, proving music's power to knit fragmented lives. And oh, the collaborations, those electric sparks that amplify her reach. In 2024, her cameo duet with the 8 of 17 on a bubbly track from Youth Periplus sent K-pop and C-pop stans into a frenzy, the YouTube video clocking 50 million views in weeks. Zero Imagine the Studio, Shen Yu's laughter mingling with the 8's smooth falsetto, crafting a song that's equal parts cute and cosmic. Fans in Japan remixed it into anime openings, while European EDM producers sampled its hook for festival drops. This is an accidental crossover. Shen Yu chooses partners who expand her palette, blending her ballad roots with global grooves. Her Spotify Wrapped in 2025, a mosaic of borders. Top listeners from Thailand to Toronto, with Crack It by Shen Yue, her experimental alias, sneaking into underground electronica scenes in Berlin. She's curating a dialogue, one note at a time. Yet, for all its joy, Shen Yu's global footprint carries weighty undertones. In regions where Asian media faces scrutiny, her music slips through as soft power, subtle, seductive, sidestepping politics for pure emotion. During tense US-China relations in 2023, her songs trended on Reddit's r/America Men's, users praising how memories of childhood, X, Lullaby evokes universal nostalgia without a hint of agenda. 5 It's interactive diplomacy. Listeners engage not with manifestos, but with melodies that mirror their own stories. In Africa, where Nollywood meets Netflix, Nigerian creators have woven her OSTs into short films, dubbing lyrics over Yoruba tales of unrequited love. A Lagos filmmaker shared in a 2025 interview, Shen Yu taught me that a song can be a character's soul, now my audience demands that depth. Her choices empower creators everywhere to infuse personal narrative into sound, fostering a worldwide wave of hybrid genres. Let's make this personal for a moment. Close your eyes and think of the last time a song transported you, maybe to a rainy afternoon in your hometown, or a first date that fizzled too soon. Shen Yu's catalog is built for those transports. Tracks like Heart Key from her early playlist pulse with that same quiet intensity, a gentle nudge to reflect. Too globally, this has sparked movements. Wellness apps in India incorporate her ballads into meditation modules, while mental health advocates in the UK cite Pure Love in therapy sessions for its themes of self-forgiveness. By 2025, her win at the Rising Asian Artists Awards, garnering 6.8 million international votes, cemented her as a beacon, not just for talent, but for emotional resonance. 34 fans voted not for glamour, but for the way her voice makes vulnerability feel victorious. What vote would you cast if you could? Hers, perhaps, for teaching us that music choices aren't passive. They're acts of quiet revolution. As we edge toward her future, Shen Yu's trajectory hints at even bolder horizons. Whispers from her Camp tease a full solo EP in late 2025, rumored to fuse traditional Guzheng strings with synth pop pulses, a nod to her Ningxia roots meeting Tokyo Nights. Imagine headlining a virtual concert linking Shanghai stages to Times Square screens, her silhouette dancing as fans worldwide duet in real time. Recent magazine spreads capture this evolution. In Ming PR's May 2025 issue, she's portrayed amid cable cars and starlit tracks, the caption likening her eyes to green leaves and her path to soft music scores, guiding lost birds home. 23 It's poetic, prescient, her influence as a migratory force in music. In the end, the global impact of Shen Yu's music choices boils down to invitation. She doesn't demand your attention. She offers a hand, a harmony, a hidden track in your soul's playlist. From a small-town girl humming in a studio to a voice echoing in stadiums and subways alike, she's redefined what it means to choose music that heals across maps. So, next time you hit play on something unfamiliar, ask yourself, whose story am I stepping into? Shen Yu's, maybe, and in that choice, you're part of the symphony. What's your next track?